Hello, for those who may not know me, my name is Dat Nguyen, and I am a former External Vice President of UNAVSA from 2012 to 2014. And I want to share my personal testimonial experience and hope that this can be a good start for everyone to share their experiences as well. I've started UNAVSA since I was UNAVSA 4, and it was a very fun experience. I mean, it was a lot of hard work because I started off as a staff member, then eventually years later I became an attendee, and then I came back and being more involved as an executive board member. One of the things that I remember is walking into a room full of conference attendees, very beautiful, handsome people in this room sharing the same experience that I take part in my own area. And I think that's why on conference at UNAVSA11, on the last day of the closing ceremony, I think the thing that pops out the most is as I was walking on stage, a bee stung me in the eye, and I didn't know what to do, so I couldn't see, so I had to cover my face. I was like, oh my god, oh, my bee stings in my eye, and I can't go on with that story. But I really, in all serious note, tears of joy were coming out of my eyes. It's really hard to hold it in, and I know that the more I resist it, I'll have like that ugly cry face, in which I probably still had that ugly cry face anyway. But it's the emotion that I like to share with all 425 attendees and staff members on that day. It was really amazing to see everyone grow in front of you in these past 2, 3, 4 years. They're stepping up into a position that at first they doubted themselves, but as long as you keep on believing them, nurturing their growth, I just felt so happy that day. I just felt so happy. Every single hug that you get when you come to conference again, it's that hug, that initial hug on the first day that you get, because you know that these people, you pick up right where you left off and you start laughing again, you start having fun again. And that last day it's got to be the most difficult, and I'm not going to spoil it for many of those who have never attended conference, but it was really hard to say goodbye. And I know us passing the torch along to the next executive board, they are going to do an amazing job. I just felt really sad that our term was coming to an end because we worked so hard. We've been on so many conference calls, just like how many hours that we put into it for 2 years in a row. We jump on conference calls every week, and that was a really hard thing to do, but we enjoyed it. We enjoyed the relationships that we build with one another, and that's what the conference experience is all about. It's seeing these faces again of all the people that I've met during my travels, and revisiting them again, all in the same room, being able to see every single person's face, because you know that they have been so supportive of you as much as you have supported them. So I encourage everyone who has never attended UNAVSA to just take that first step. Save your money, skip a few sushi dinners. That's $20 here, $20 there. You'll at least save 75% of the trip's money by going out to eat less. And for those who have attended this for the first year, we hope that you built those connections, because I'm glad I got to meet many of you, and I look forward to building more connections with you guys to learn more about your stories, because you all are amazing. This is a very cool thing. I want to thank you all very much, and that's part of my conference experience. I don't know what other questions there are, but if there's one thing I want to talk about is volunteer. Take your time to volunteer with UNAVSA. Your experience will only get better and better. It is some hard work, but you're not the only one doing this. You're doing this alongside with 100 other people in the same room who's working for the same goal. So can you just imagine everyone just working together and getting this conference done? And after all, you'll be rewarded with a good heart and sense that this was all worth the trip. I want to thank you all for listening to my words, and the bee stings, man, the bee stings just get to you in the eye sometimes. Not really an emotional person. This is the first time I cried at UNAVSA. It was at UNAVSA11, and I'm glad I was able to share that emotion with you guys. As much as I tried to hold it in, it all just gonna come out. So thank you all very much for sharing that experience and for giving me all those hugs and laughs that we will never forget.